Ahoy, friends. It's me, Dave Landau. After a long night on stage, I like to kick back with a captain's hat and a fine cigar and watch the Dennis and Andy show. These guys are huge nerds, but they're the kind that you actually want to hang out with. Enjoy them. I do.
Well, hello there. It is another exciting, adventurous, titillating, if I do say so myself, episode of the Dennis and Andy Show. And I know what you're thinking. Does Dennis really have a body, or is it just a head on top of the laptop? No, he does.
I am the very definition of a talking head.
He really
And
is.
now you say to yourself, why is he just a talking head? Well, Andy got a brand new table, and it is a single height table. So the cool thing is, if I don't want to talk, I can just go down and you won't even know. There'll just be a voice. But in the meantime, you're stuck with a virtual, literal talking head. I can vogue like Madonna. But other than that, this is all you're getting.
And it won't be the first time Dennis has gone under the table. So,
Oh, dear God, man. Seriously, this
set him up?
This is no, that isn't
Knock
even a
him
setup.
down.
Oh my God!
Good Lord.
I can't believe I'm still friends with you.
You get railed all the time.
Oh my God! This was a rough week. This was a rough week of filming really interesting videos because yes, no matter what I said, Andy changed it, converted it, preverted it.
Whatever. Let's say hi, Randy Howell. Hello. Thank you for popping that link for Kor-Drath. It's on Kickstarter. It's on Indiegogo. It has its own website, Kor-Drath.com. Thank you very much, Randy. Hello there, Cisco Beast 82. How are you? JP Roca in the house. Stephen De La Vega. Marcus is here. And let's see, visiting your oh, nice.
But he's asleep, so it's perfect time to watch some great content.
That's right. And, you know, we started off with a little intro from Dave Landau, who is part of Louder with Crowder. Louder with Crowder coming back on Monday. I'm very excited for that. He's a part of Rumble now, so I'll be tuning in. Can't wait for that. What do we got here? So the podium scene from Police Academy. Exactly. He's talking about you.
I kind of gathered that he's referencing me as Steve Guttenberg. Whoa.
Sleeveless shame. Oh.
Nope, no shame here, and still sleeveless. That's right. I am not getting sleeves just for you, no matter how much you pay me to.
Full sleeves.
Yeah, that's just disgusting. It's
except
hot.
For little Andy. Little Andy, short sleeves.
Little Andy always has short sleeves.
That's right. JP even said hi to him. Well, thank you. All right, let's get this show on the road. We've got two guests today. Not one, but two. We've got Justin Sweet and Mark Poulton. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going well. Thanks for having me.
Each one of you guys needs a little yourself. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's true. Need one.
A little Mark and a little Justin.
That's right.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, you got a little
He's
Lego.
got a minifig.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Justin, where's yours?
Well, so I got a Rascal. So I got something.
There you go.
I'm a big Hybrids fan. So yeah, I got a little.
Nice. See, very nice. Oh, Amish Ninja in the house.
Must be working hard.
Now, I actually saw, Mark, I assume you just made that, or because doesn't the Lego, can't you actually get one custom made now?
Yeah, no, it was a promo for one of my campaigns. First 100 backers got a little Mark Moral Compass Lego figure.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's very cool.
That's cool. Well, because I will ask anything. What's it cost to have one of those little things made?
Oh, it wasn't cheap. They ended up costing me about like $6 per figure. So,
That's got to be cheaper than if you just got one, though,
oh yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
bulk.
absolutely, yeah,
Well, that's cool.
It is.
yeah.
That's cool. Nice.
I know I don't have a Lego figure.
Come on, you're a big man. You know how many bricks that would take?
Yeah, mine would be the Mega Blocks.
Exactly. One mega block with a head. That's it. That's all it is. It's just a big mega block. Pop a head on it.
No sleeves. That's right.
Paint the block green. Slap a crappy looking yellow G on the front of it. That's
Yellow.
Dennis.
The
Wow.
bargain basement.
Gold,
Yeah,
dude.
the bargain basement
Gold.
Legos.
I don't know if you heard, Dennis is going to have to start rooting for the Jets now that his boy is going to be a Jet. So it's okay.
Aaron Rodgers, good luck to you.
Yeah, it was fun while I know you. Boy, look, you just trash them, throw them to the curb. Now they mean nothing to you. You son of a bitch. Don't touch little Andy. Don't
You know,
dare.
this is why we can never have rated G for children's shows, Andy. Just saying.
You just touched it.
It's going to get knocked off here in a minute.
Get your hands off my 5-inch little
Or we
hand.
could go bottoms and I'll just cut it in half.
No, I will have to glue it back together. Anyhow, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about you guys and campaigns and stuff. Justin, you still need to share your screen because I don't see it down below.
Oh, you need me to throw it in there? I already have it ready.
Yeah,
Got
man.
it.
So I can
You
share
got
it.
it. I'm on it.
And while you're doing that, we'll talk a little Koni Waves. Mark, give us the lowdown on this campaign and what it's about and everything.
Sure. Koni Waves is the book that I started my career on back in 2006. I'm bringing it back with an all-new reboot. It's 56 pages of Hawaiian adventure. The book's about Koni Conaway, a female detective in Hawaii who solves supernatural mysteries. When her friend is murdered, her investigation leads her to discover a dark side of the island, one with vampires, tiki monsters, ghosts, werewolves. It's a lot of fun. I describe it as Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Hawaii Five-0.
Dude, when you were describing it, I was thinking graphic novel. Hell, let's throw this sucker up on Netflix or something. I could see this as a live action show.
Yep.
So it almost happened. When we were, we did the series back in 2006. In 2010, it was in development as a live action television series. We were working with Barney Cohen, who was the creator of the Sabrina the Teenage Witch TV series with Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
We had Melise Jal, who was one of the stars as the Vampire Diaries, attached as Koni. We had the Island Film Group, which funds a lot of the films on Hawaii, involved. I wrote the screenplay for a 90-minute pilot, and we did a huge signing at San Diego Comic-Con that summer. Melise came down and joined us. A 2-hour signing. MTV covered it. We were all certain this show was going to get made. Needless to say, it didn't happen. Yeah, but I love the screenplay so much. When it came time to reboot the series, I was like, oh, that's what it should be based off of. So I brought in Mandy Summers to adapt my screenplay into a comic script. Renzo Rodriguez is doing the artwork, and my Koni Waves co-creator Dexter Weeks is doing the colors and the lettering on this. So the book is gorgeous. Would you like me to play the trailer before we get into?
Of course. Definitely. Oh, look at that. Irene and Marat Mike.
Nice. Nice. Heck yeah.
Look at that. Now, Reenie's, if it gets back to her, I mean it in the best ways, that Reenie girl sure gets around.
Yeah, she is quite popular.
That's cool, man. Steven's going, why? I'm assuming he's asking why
Didn't it get made?
Why it didn't get made? What happened?
Yeah. Okay. It's heartbreaking. So when the Island Film Group got involved, after reading my screenplay, they said, we're in, we'll back up to $10 million. But you just can't have $10 million. You have to find $10 million to match their $10 million, because theirs comes from like state tax credits, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had an offer on the table. A production company was interested, and the person we were working with advised us not to take the deal because he believed a larger deal was out there. So we passed on it, and that larger deal never came. The person who gave me that advice, they still reach out to me every now and then and say, I still believe the offer's out there. Just you got to be patient. These things take time. So
wait, and that was in 2010.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's got to be getting near that time now. I mean,
Yeah.
it's only been 13.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is, dude.
Your ship's gonna come in.
Man, I'm hoping it wasn't a heartbreaking story, but honestly, it really is.
I was thinking that, they backed out or
Here,
second
I'm
thoughts.
thinking Confucius. Confucius say, 5 birds in hand worth more than 10 that fly away. Yeah, I think that's it.
No. Yep. We had an offer on the table. I was told not to take it, but the other people, I thought we should take the deal because I felt the deal on the table is better than the deal that doesn't exist. I mean, I wasn't the sole person like making the decision. I had other people, but everyone else agreed that the bigger deal was out there. So yeah. Then the breaks. Please back Koni Waves.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
So
this is a better medium anyway.
My God!
I think you're going to win. I think you're winning above and beyond that. So
so let's just, if it would have went through,
yeah,
would that have basically funded a pilot to get shot to shop around at that point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's a lot of money for one show, like one actual episode. Good gosh.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. And the whole time when you were explaining it, I literally had Hawaii Five-0 music going in my background, the original Ventures music, and I was going, man, I could see this. So this kills me because I would, in a heartbeat, want to see that.
Well, and how can it go wrong? I mean, you got a hot chick as a lead, you got monsters in there and stuff. And I mean, and everything that is there, it's not like 30 years ago where it's like, some of this would be too hard to do on TV weekly. Yeah. Supernatural, anyone? I mean, there's so much stuff out there. This show would be so easy to make today.
It's probably like a better time to make a series like this, especially with all the different streaming platforms. So who knows? Maybe the person who told me not to take the deal is a genius in the long run. Maybe one day. But it's a beautiful book. I'm really proud of the story. Like I said, it was based off the screenplay I wrote. We have this Renzo Rodriguez variant cover, colored by ink spots. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, the Reenie cover that everyone loves. She did a killer job on this. She kept, going back, adding more details, little leaves falling, the spooky eyes in the background. It's a great cover.
Now, did she color that or somebody else?
No, Dexter Weeks, who's coloring the interior pages. He did the colors on it, and I put the first 7 pages up lettered on the campaign page, so people could read the story and hopefully get sucked in and want to keep reading. But
Cool.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. Early, I say Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Hawaii Five-O, but also a big Scooby Doo fan. So
Yeah.
I think there's some Scooby influences in this. It's just a fun comic.
Now,
And,
when's it supposed to? When are you looking to ship it out?
so I put end of the year just to be
Okay.
safe, but
Yeah.
I'll have it fulfilled before this. Renzo's already about 30 pages into the 56, so we're doing well.
Oh, very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
And
Yeah, dude, go through the different tiers and stuff if you want.
sure. So the fan pack is all 4 books. It's Renzo's cover, Rini's cover, and then we're offering 2 other books.
Sweet.
We're offering my screenplay from 2010, and
Oh, very cool.
that comes with the Marat Michaels cover. It's 90 pages, square bound, and we're also offering Making Waves, the Art of Koni Waves. Since it's a series from 2006, I have a lot of Koni Waves artwork stockpiled. So we're getting some of my favorite pinups from back in the day, as well as some new ones. It's going to be a foil cover, and the cover was painted by Stephen Sestilli, who was the artist of the original Koni Waves series.
And how many issues, or what was the deal with the original series?
We did 3 volumes of Koni Waves.
Okay.
A bunch of miniseries. The first series was 3 issues, and then we switched to a graphic novel format. We released Ghouls Gone Wild, and then the third one was called A Perfect Wave. And then we did a ton of crossovers too, with like Evangeline, Demon Slayer, 10th Muse. So a lot
That's cool.
of the 90s bad girls.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And yeah, Randy's backer 96. So boom.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Randy.
Nice. Thanks, Randy.
You can get all the books separately, $25 a piece. Renzo's cover, Rini's cover, the screenplay book, as well as the Making Waves pinup book. Campaign's real easy. Both covers, $50, the Renzo and Rini covers. Both covers in the screenplay book, $75. Both covers in the pinup book, $75. And then I still had some stock of the old Koni Waves from 2006. This is my classic tier. You're getting all 4 new books from the campaign, plus 5 books from the original series. Koni Waves #1, both covers to Koni Waves Demon Slayer, and the Koni Waves First Wave trade paperback, and the Koni Waves Ghouls Gone Wild graphic novel, all for $250.
Sweet.
And then get drawn into the book for $500. You'll get all 4 books, plus you'll appear in the book. You may be a surfer, a vampire. I'm not sure, but Renzo will make you look fantastic.
Dennis, you could look fantastic.
How that'd be a first.
I
know.
And then
make sure no sleeves.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's your try to have to be the surfer dude.
Yeah, you're ready for the beach already. And then there's some add-ons as well. There's the Haunted Pizza 2024 calendar. It features artwork from Kenneth Rocafort, George Perez, Rini, Chris Graves, Shelby Robertson, Mike McMahon, a ton of great artists. And cool. I'm making my George Perez Loose Threads cover available again, in case anyone missed out during the Loose Threads campaign.
Oh, cool.
So that is everything available with the campaign. We're about 10 days into it. Things are going well. We unlocked the first stretch goal, which was a trading card signed by co-creator Dexter Weeks right here. And then our next stretch goal is at $10,000, and it's going to be this trading card by Mike Caprati, who worked on Deadpool and a ton of video games.
Oh, nice. Very cool, man.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah.
That looks great. Dang.
That's cool.
Tapped out, man. Oh, I'll have to hit you sometime later, I guess. It'll be available on the Haunted Pizza website, right?
Oh yeah, all my
In the
books
future?
after I fulfill all my books go up on my website for sale.
Dennis, why do you always allude this vibe to our viewers?
You can't even start a show off within the first 15 seconds.
It's like people look at us and they must imagine Robin Williams and that other dude from the Birdcage.
Yeah, right. And which one am I? Yeah.
I'm Robin Williams.
And then my wife shows up and she's wearing the same glasses as Andy. That is pretty funny.
Just shows she
Harry
has
Potter
good taste.
owl glasses.
Just shows she has good taste. That's all.
Just saying.
Whatever, old man glasses.
I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Randy, Mark, with that Rini cover, I think your campaign would do well on Kickstarter. Randy,
yeah, I'm considering it after the Indiegogo runs out. Since we've been shadow banned, we were shadow banned right on our launch. So yeah,
I was just going to ask, how far in did you get shadow banned?
Yeah, I believe it was the day of the launch, and I also launched the mailing list for my next book that day, Writhe in Pain, and that's been shadow banned as well. So, yeah.
Oh my God!
We were having a discussion, and they were trying to say, "Oh, well, some of the campaigns aren't now. Maybe those people have been fired." No, I don't think so.
Yeah. No, I don't really know what's going on. But yeah,
honestly, I really don't see a reason not to do a mirror campaign. I mean, that's what we're doing. Billy does that. I mean, hell, Billy's the reason that we did it. It's like, well, you just try and make the list of the pros and cons, and there's lots of pros, but you really can't come up with cons.
Right. You're just trying to reach as many fans as possible.
Yeah, no.
And if they can't find you here, then maybe they'll find you there, and you've got multiple avenues for them to reach you or even search for you.
Yeah, no, I'm looking into Fund My Comic as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like Indiegogo, when I created the Koni Waves page, they now have text that says you are not guaranteed to have your campaign searchable or promoted, which is new text recently added. Right. It wasn't there when I created my previous campaign.
Oh yeah, and it definitely wasn't there last year. I mean,
to make sense, just to have that in there though, where it says your campaign, we might not even make it searchable. Well, seriously, that is literally like one of the main jobs. Is we're not telling you to go out there and advertise the book, but somebody's got to be able to go to your site and say, "Oh, type in the name and see it." Period.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I get the promoted part because, they can easily say, well, promotion, you could say, well, define that. And they could be like, well, it might not be on the first page. And it's like, okay, that's fine. And, whatever, it might not be on the first page. But not having it in the list, like if you go to, comics, and then, you're just a casual guy, Indiegogo.com, explore comics, and then you just start scrolling. There's no reason they shouldn't have literally every live campaign up.
Yeah.
And it should be, and I wouldn't be surprised if it probably is this way. It should be in order of newest, to oldest, obviously.
Yeah.
If you want to be fair about it, you go newest to oldest. So it's like, hey, Kor-Drath's been out since September, whatever it's been now. So yeah, that's not going to be on the first, second, third, probably even fourth or fifth page, but it should be there.
And you should be able to go to search and hit the little magnifying glass and type in a name and have it pop up.
Well, and that's the worst, is the fact that, once again, the promotion, okay, I'll give them a little slack on that. But the fact that you can't type in my name or your name and have Koni Waves or Kor-Drath show up is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially when it shows, and I'm sure you've tried it, I type in my name, all my other campaigns come up.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't? I mean, that is, there's no logic that they could throw out to make that make sense. So.
Yeah, no, it's frustrating.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're preaching to the choir.
Yep. So that's why everybody talks, and if there's a better solution out there or a better site, everybody's open to it because it's the bulk of us, and it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to see a lot of people running multiple campaigns across several platforms now just to cover all our bases.
Yeah, and it just hurts them. I mean, obviously it hurts us, but from a business standpoint, it just amazes me that that's how they're running a business because they're hurting themselves, So
well, and it's even worse. I had 4 campaigns the other day when I signed in. At the bottom, it kind of pitched to me 4 different comic related campaigns, and the 4th one was a campaign that had ended, last year, and they're pitching it to me to click on it to be able to back one that's not even funding, and it's like, what are you even doing here, Indiegogo?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, hopefully, getting around like this and stuff will get the word out more and, get it going. I mean, like you said, this is only 10 days in so far, you said, roughly?
Yeah. Yep.
So, you still got a lot of time and stuff, and we'll do what we can to get the eyeballs on it and stuff for sure. So.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, just making all the rounds to keep the link out there for people.
Now, do you have it so I do, I did get Kor-Drath.com, but I still, before that, I've got my website, Andy Smith Art, and the first thing you see is Kor-Drath, and if you click it, it takes you right to the page. Do you have something like that on your main website?
Yeah, on hauntedpizzallc.com, there's a tab that says pre-order Koni Waves. You click that, it takes you to Indiegogo.
Cool. Good. I will say, have you tried, because this is the one thing that's weird. So when I search mine, that is on Google, for a long time, nothing was coming up. And then it was a few weeks ago, I just cut and paste the exact title, the way it's written for the campaign, and it actually showed up.
Yeah,
which is weird because you wouldn't think it has to be the exact title, but under the exact title,
colons, everything.
Yeah.
So I can find it, at least the last time I tried, in a Google search, not on an Indiegogo search.
Right. Which is still just the worst because you do have how many people, I mean, I'm one of them that'll just go sometimes when I'm bored and be like, explore and just start scrolling through campaigns.
No, I was big into that. Yeah. I would do streaming shows where we would just, window shop what was new on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, everybody go check out Koni Waves. Mark's a great guy. He fulfills everything on time. He's got a great track record. He's been doing it longer than I have when it comes to the crowdfunding stuff. And he really does put out nice stuff. So definitely check it out.
I would say go up and let's do a refresh.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
By the way, I'm real excited for Rive and Pain. I'll have to scrape together my pennies to get to back that one when you got it.
Oh, thank you.
When you release it.
Launching in June.
I'm digging his.
Okay.
June. Cool. Okay. All right. Cool.
Hey, Justin, Randy's saying your volume's a little low.
Oh, we're over 7,000. Thank you.
Away.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.
7,180. Thanks so much.
That's awesome.
Sweet. All right. We're going to talk about Chrome Dog.
Yeah.
For a little bit now. Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself, because this is the first time we've met. We've had Mark on before.
Yes.
So we didn't go through Mark's whole life story like we have before. I mean, we could, but I got to be honest, Mark. I got a few text messages after going, I like
it's understandable.
Mark.
It's understandable.
The guy's a little too much into wrestling. Something about the dude likes guys in tights too much.
So before we go on, I've got to figure out how do I get plugged into the league, and who's actually playing those games, Mark?
Oh, it's a CGWF.
Yeah.
So 6 a.m. Comics. He makes the roster. No one's playing the games. Okay. The computer decides. Everyone is given the same rating, so everyone's on a level playing field. I just so happen to be the champ, It's not rigged
Nice.
or,
Oh, okay.
or nothing.
Really?
I swear. Yeah.
You're the kid. I
I
saw.
love it.
How many weeks ago was it? There was the tag team or battle or whatever that I was
Yeah.
in and lost.
Uh-huh.
Have
Yeah.
6 a.m. Have 6 a.m. Make Dennis and then make
Yeah.
him lose. Oh, dude, it could be the big event. Andy versus Dennis. And I pick him up like Hulk Hogan picked up Andre, slam him down.
And then he stops and he goes, "Oh, my back! Oh, Elizabeth, it's the big one. I'm coming."
I'm coming to see Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Love
Andy,
it.
you go ahead and try and pick me up and slam me. I'll have your daughter videotape it. She'll love it.
Dennis, it's a video game. It could happen.
No, I'm saying in real life.
Nah, I don't want to hurt you too bad.
While we're
Nice.
talking about it, though, a week from today is CG WrestleMania 2, 9 p.m. Eastern on Breaking Rad. The main event, I'm defending the CGWF World Title against Joe Sontag, who won the Royalist Rumble to be the #1 contender. So,
Was that the one I was
Nice.
in, the Royalist Rumble?
yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was the 2 and 2, right?
Shut up. Yeah. So for that whole night, you get to just sit back and relax until the main event.
No, I still have to do play-by-play. I'm not just the champ. I'm the voice of the CGWF.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Well, I meant in the video game world, you get to sit back.
Oh,
and do
yeah. I'm
Until
just
the main
taking it
event.
easy in my locker room. Yep.
Yeah. So what is we'll get the Chrome Dog last question on this. What's
Go
for a
ahead.
WrestleMania thing like that? How long is that stream usually? How long does that usually run?
It's going to be a couple hours. There's
Okay.
about 5 matches. Reenie's defending the women's title against Mandy Summers.
Oh,
Love it.
The
That's
deep-
so good.
wait.
This is good
I don't know.
stuff. I
Besides
love it.
Greenie and Mandy, who are the other women in it? Because how did she get the title?
Oh, so every time the women's title has been defended, the champion has lost. The belt is a hot potato. Piper's been champion.
Okay.
Mandy's been champion before. Selena Hernandez was our original ladies champion. So the champ never goes into a pay-per-view with a good track record. So
Oh, well, you know what? That could be the solution. Put Andy into that league. And he has a chance then.
Oh, you want me to wrestle Rennie and Mandy?
Yeah, they'd still beat you.
I volunteer.
Oh, I'm picturing John Candy now from Stripes.
Works for me.
And
All
that's a fact, Jack.
That's a fact, Jack. All right, Chrome Dog #1. Justice, just a little bit about your backstory. What is your how'd you get into
Your
comics?
origin
and all that?
story.
Your origin story, yeah.
Well, my origin story is, I guess when I was about 6, 7, maybe 8 years old, I was going to a circus here in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, and we had these clowns that would hand out comics before the event, and that was kind of my first taste. And then over the years, I had an uncle that kind of started me on the collecting journey, and then I think I was probably 9 or 10, maybe 11. I'm trying to think like dates wise. It might have been 11. But Christmas, I got a big pack of the X-Men #1 that had all of the variant covers from
Oh,
yeah. Sadly those went with the Purge, because I later on I had to after having kids and life getting so busy, I kind of got away from comic books. But before that was able to happen, I graduated high school, joined the Army, and then had some disposable income. And so at that point, I got back into comics again, and was starting to collect the Punishers that Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon were doing.
Okay, yeah.
Back Frank's story, and so that that kind of prompted me to to kind of continue on, especially since I had money now and could buy my own comics. But yeah, and it also caused me to get a few tattoos along the way, as a soldiers want to do.
Sure.
And but then I got out of the Army. Life got kind of tough. Had to sell to make ends meet. So that's kind of where the Purge came from. But I kind of always, I've always had an eye for the superhero genre, watching the movies. I used to love watching Marvel movies. And then I guess it was a couple of years ago, it was during the pandemic. I started playing tabletop role playing games again. And we were playing via Discord and voice, and so it was all theater of the mind stuff. And I started running a sci-fi game. And as I was running this game, it was coming towards the end. We were going at it for about a year-long campaign, and I was ending it, and I kind of took stock of all the campaign prep that I did and all these stories that I had planned, and the kind of plot hooks that I wanted to see happen. They never really materialized at the table, because to those of you out there who play tabletop role-playing games, your plans as a GM or DM never survives the contact with the party. And so I had all this campaign prep when the campaign was over, and we had our memories of the characters and what they actually did in the game. And it dawned on me that these stories that we were, that I was primed to tell were just going to die in our minds. No one was going to see any of it in the world. And so I took that campaign prep and I put it together, and I started to kind of like bring in different elements of because around the same time I was getting into comics. I was listening to Eric July. I'd been listening to him for a few years, with the political stuff. And then he was talking about how he was creating his own comic book company, Ripaverse, and it really inspired me, because I'm thinking, well, if he can do it, well, heck, I can do something.
Sure.
And then next thing you know, I decided, I'm going to collate this campaign prep and start kind of creating narrative from it, learning how to script, and just kind of making a go of it. And so, as soon as, and he mentioned one day, kind of in an offhand comment, he mentioned Ethan Van Sciver, or EVS. And I was like, who is that? And so I looked him up, and here we are.
Nice.
As soon as I got, kind of plugged into Comicsgate, I listened to, I started watching the streams and getting involved in the chat a little bit here and there. And I really, for the first time in my life, I actually found my, I know this sounds kind of trite, but I found my tribe. I found the people that I've been looking for a long time, because I never really found it in the gaming stores and the gaming community that I was in, and this or that. But when I finally got here and I got to hear so many different people's stories, whether it's, listening to the industry professionals who are losing their jobs over really, really, in my opinion, very dumb reasons and dumb things that were happening. And then also the, kind of the inspirational things that I'm hearing, with them taking those kinds of lumps and then turning around and making something great out of it. And then also the fans, everybody who's just as disgruntled with Star Wars as I've been. And so, you kind of mash all that together, kind of helps, keep the inspirational fires going. And so I took the campaign prep, started creating story, and the next thing you know, Chrome Dog kind of comes alive through, myself and Luke Stone. We both kind of sat down to do his character design. Here we are.
That's awesome.
That's.
So, if you don't mind me asking, which tabletop RPGs have you been playing?
So lately, not many, because when I wrapped up that campaign, that was pretty much it. I may have played a few more games after that, as a player, which was nice to have a break. But we actually we were playing the Genesis narrative dice system, which is based on the Fantasy Flight Star Wars dice. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those, but But yeah, we were the campaign that I was running was actually Stars Without Number, which is put out by Sine Nomine Press. That's Kevin Crawford is the designer.
Wait, you don't know that one?
And well, hey, you need to look it up, because you can get it for free.
I would exit him from the stream if I could.
Well, anyway, if you go on Drive Through RPG, he has his all of his PDFs to all of his different games. The core he puts up for free, and if you like it, then you can buy the full version and you get extra stuff with it. But the long and short of it is, Stars Without Number is sci-fi game that is sandbox, and so I took that and I kind of lumped it in with Genesis role-playing game system, and that's how we ran the game. But the narrative-wise, I wanted to create this world, but I didn't. Initially, I wanted to create a world that's very similar or feels like, of course, I'm a little bit ignorant because I haven't read any of the Inglorious Rex, comic. But my first inception of what I'm producing here was this futuristic world of like all these like hollow screens and all this stuff. And like what Shane's doing in that world, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, okay, well, if I have this Chrome Dog character who has all these abilities that I'm giving him, and he's, and he's set in a world that's very similar to what he is, like, what's going to make him special? And then I got to thinking, okay, well, I'm really sick of these things. I'm getting real tired of having cell phones, basically directing our lives. They're always, you got a notification for this, you got a text message for that, and this and that. And I started thinking, I miss the 90s and the 80s when I could just go and do my thing during the day, and I'm not bothered until I get home and I hit that the tape, right? This little cassette tape that's going to tell me all the voicemail messages I missed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or, when someone wanted to come by to visit, they would actually come to your house and see you instead of, oh, I'm just going to send you a quick text. I love you. No. Right.
Right.
So with that, I was, I started crafting a world. I'm like, okay, well, this world that I want to create is going to be like the 80s and 90s. I'm going to have sci-fi elements, but I'm going to put it on a completely different planet, but leave the technology level at that lower part, and have Chrome Dog be this advanced creature who kind of comes out of seemingly nowhere and starts doing superheroic things, and that's pretty much what I'm doing here. So Scratch is his name. So like Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Well, Chrome Dog's real name is Scratch, or at least that's what he goes by. He doesn't remember who he was before the change, as it were, but here he is.
So is he kind of like Shadowrun kind of stuff where they've got advanced tech and stuff in him?
Kind of, sort of. So his body, okay, or his shell, right? It comes from a long destroyed civilization from an earlier time before the Earth humans came to live on Ringgold. And the Earth humans, they migrated about close to 2,000 years before the events of this story. They migrated to Earth via a Stargate that was promptly destroyed once they got to the other end. It was basically this massive reset after an exodus from Earth, and that's pretty much how the sectors, every single sector of Ringgold, which is the name of this planet, every sector has its own cultural, feel and flavor, and the people, they interact with each other, and there's, they've developed over time these boundaries, and a lot of them have kept their boundaries, but others, they tend to be a little more cosmopolitan. And so that's kind of the city that he inhabits, is this large mega, almost like a megatropolis type city, kind of a cross between, although not as dark, cross between Gotham City and Mega City 1 from Judge Dredd.
Oh, okay.
So,
you want to play your trailer?
Yeah, sure thing.
Let's see.
I may have to tell some folks about my internet here. Give me just a sec. I don't know what.
Come on, Nashville.
Right?
All right, hold
This is
on.
crazy.
Let me see.
Hold on a second.
I would say, because I can grab the link and do it. Let me see.
Probably going to talk to my son and try to get him off the internet.
Oh, that's okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it here real quick.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I've never had a problem before.
All right.
Maybe if I refresh it. Okay.
Do you want to try it again, or do you want me to try?
Let me give it a shot here.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah, you can go ahead then.
All right. Let me give it a shot. Let's see.
Let's
Share audio. All right. Let's hope this works because I did do share audio. Here.
No. Well.
Do you want me to share it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the music is fantastic. It's like the best part of the trailer outside of being able to show
It is awesome. I was going to say, it just took me right back to like 80s dance clubs, techno music.
Now you can obviously hear
but
it.
see, we couldn't hear it, so
you couldn't hear it.
No.
No,
There's no sound.
No.
Oh my God!
Nairn.
Oh,
we heard the whole thing.
I heard the whole thing. Hold on,
The audio shared.
Let me try it again. That's so weird.
I was like, I'm loving the music.
I thought you guys could. I thought you'd give me either a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you couldn't hear it. All right, hold on.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me to be the trouble here.
Well, I had this. The little box was checked to share audio. Share. All right, let's do this again.
Well, I have to interject real quick. Thank you for whoever backed. I really appreciate it. we're getting really close to the $3,500 first stretch goal, so I really appreciate that. There we go.
Could you hear it now?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, 80s dance.
Yeah, you got it here with the music on it. There you go. Boom. Now you can hear it. All right, let's go through this sucker since I got it up here. I see you got it covered by the one and only Lopez, Aaron Lopresti.
Aaron Lopresti, yeah. The little fella, remember the little fella?
That's right, little fella
from the other night. Yeah, that was great.
That turned out nice.
Yes.
Who colored that?
Yeah, so he did. He did everything. All I did, I asked him. I said, I've got this campaign coming up that I'm launching on February 3rd, and I think I approached him like mid-January, maybe early January. Yeah. And he says, he kind of milled about here and there, and he says, well, since you're launching on the 3rd, he says, I don't know if I can have it done by then. I said, hey, take as long as you need. I said, and so he did. And so we started with what we're going to see here in a little bit is the thumbnail sketch of this cover. And then he provided the pencils, and I kept updating the campaign as we went along to show it. So, but yeah,
that's cool.
I'm thrilled to death that he said yes.
Yeah, that turned out really nice.
And so right here on the campaign, I took a notes while watching Graham Nolan talk about Ghosts of Matacumba Key and how he put the first 10 pages of his story up on the campaign. So I was like, well, I've already got the Ashcan that people can just download and be able to read and enjoy all the content in there. And I thought, well, I'll just take those pages and bust them out and throw them on the campaign so people can read the full Ashcan here. So this is the actual first 10 pages of the 32-page stories. Yeah, right. So yeah,
no, that's cool. It definitely can't hurt because we've got the first. I didn't have the first 8 up on our campaign for a long time. I only had them on the website. It was like, click here, go to the website. Then I was like, I'll just throw them on the campaign page as well. Then if you go to the website, you'll just see them bigger. But so I think that's a good call. Damn it, Dennis! Stop having your mom call us during the show.
Yeah, she's cussing you out for all your bad language there, young man.
Whatever.
Well then, and for me, being completely new to the whole comics experience, comics creation experience, not only the actual process of it, but also in this space and get to know folks. I just wanted people to see what I'm trying to accomplish here, and so I feel like I have a very succinct 10-page narrative with a good little cliffhanger at the end. And something else I want to highlight here is these letters were provided by Luke Stone, who is our artist. The colors are provided by Patrick Gamma, who is the same colorist that's on his Hybrids universe. But I was able to secure Eric Weathers for letters, so the final letters are going to be much better than this. No offense.
Right now, Luke's like, what?
Luke's like,
you could have worded it differently.
Here's the other thing. Well, he'll get over it because we all are putting a whole lot. Like he's taken a lot on himself. Luke has, between Fund My Comic, between Hybrids, Rift Riders. He's got his finger in a lot of different pies, doing a lot of different things. And so I felt like taking those letters off his plate would help him a bit. So I thought so.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I mean the first 10 look cool. That looks good. You're right. It does end on a nice little cliffhanger. So
I can't.
I love that. That's very cool.
Yeah. So 6 a.m. I mean, you're not CG without having one of those. So
yeah.
And I acquired that. I want to say it was late last year. It was just part of the process. I just went ahead and commissioned it then because I knew what I was up to, what I was getting into. And I'm actually about to go ahead and order up those stickers, so I'll have them on hand and be able to show them off on this campaign, and also when we go over to Fund My Comic. So.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Let's go through the tiers first here real quick. Hold on. Let's get back to there. All right. So feature is the bundle. I'll let you explain it and I'll just do the scrolling.
So part of my background is that I'm also now allied with Arrow Comics, who Randy Zimmerman is our publisher. And so being a part of Arrow means that I'm in a collective of different creators, and each one of us, when we do campaigns, part of the deal is that we post different Arrow bundles on our campaigns. And so this one is the featured tier, which features Hybrids #2, Hero Bot Zero #2, which is Randy's title, as well as Revolt #2. Again, he's editing that one. That's an anthology. You got Soul Tack #1, which is a floppy version of some of you out there might know the Soul Tack graphic novel by Craig White, aka Mad Ruth. He's breaking that down into single issues, and then also The Fool, which is a new title that Randy. That's Fool #1 that Randy Zimmerman is producing, and then also Chrome Dog, as well as the physical stretch goals on this, and it's all six comics for $40. I mean, it's a pretty good deal.
Nice, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a digital. There you go.
Yep. The work from home digital perk is $5, and then if you want to tack it on to an already existing perk that you're looking to pick up, it's just $4. and another thing about this is each one of these tiers has the theme of work, different type, different terminology when it comes to work, different shifts and things like that. So I did a work from home digital because it makes sense. People dial it in, they download and they can read from anywhere. And so as we move into this first physical book, it's the first shift, which is Luke Stone. He was the first one on the cover. And so this cover is it's $15 for this single floppy.
Cool.
And then the second shift. So what we see here is not at all what the final product's going to look like. And what I mean by that is this is the second shift Lopresti cover, Aaron Lopresti cover. Initially, I wanted to do a full trade dress without a price, but and as we see here, this is the thumbnail sketch. And thanks to Indiegogo and all their locking our hands ways, as soon as someone backs a tier, they prevent you from being able to edit it in any capacity, which I understand on the one hand, but I need to at least be able to get at that image, I would hope.
Yeah, I agree. You should be able to at least edit the image,
Well, so ultimately, and I also can't change the verbiage of this, but ultimately the Aaron Lopresti variant is going to be unique to the crowdfunding campaigns, and will be a virgin cover. So there will be no trade dress anywhere on the cover itself. All of that will be reserved for either inside the book or on the back page.
Excellent.
Or on the back cover. So it's going to be it. Basically, what you see here on the left is going to be that's the cover.
Yeah.
So, and it's only $15. I mean, it's the same. So yeah.
Cool.
But again, to highlight, it's only for crowdfunding. Once we go to press and to print outside, it won't be available at the Arrow Comics store.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Another bundle I see.
Yes. Now this bundle is, some of you may recognize it from the Luke and Piper's campaign of Rift Riders. This is the first bundle that Arrow put together, and so we've carried it over to this campaign. The only thing is this one does not feature, you'll notice it does not have a Chrome Dog #1 or any of the stretch goals attached. That way people can buy bundle 1 and bundle 2 and not get doubles of anything, and also get all these wonderful comic books. But 8 comics for $50, that's a heck of a deal too. Especially for someone wanting to get started with Arrow Comics. And these titles, I mean, we've got Hivers #1, we got Sin Killer #1, which is a fantastic book. We've got Only Death Can Save Us #1, that's Russ Leach and company. You got HeroBot Zero, Paragon, that's another Randy Zimmerman title. Calico, that's another Randy Zimmerman. Revolt #1, and then of course Rift Riders #1. So yeah.
Cool. And then the Midnight Shift is what?
So the Midnight Shift is that is the Lopresti variant cover with the hey Dave. Welcome in.
Dave in the house.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Oh, very nice, Stephen.
Thanks. Oh, appreciate
that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll see you around. Thanks for backing. So the Midnight Shift is the Lopresti cover with a matching metal print.
Okay.
As well. So and it'll be the same size as the book, so that people can keep it with it, or they can decorate their office or however they want.
Very cool.
Trying to keep it. And then this one, as much as I love having Aaron Lopresti on our project, this metal print right here is what I'm most excited about, because since Chrome Dog is chrome and he's shiny, I wanted something shiny on this campaign that was going to showcase this cover in a way that didn't have the trade dress covering up the 2 moons that orbit Ringgold. And so, I also, my original idea was to try to do it in a chromium style, but I saw all the issues that EBS was having with chromium, and I thought, I don't want to cause any issues with fulfillment. So I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
gonna do the metal print and call it good for now. Now later on, we might do some fun stuff if I can, source the right printer.
Now
But yeah, this is just the standard cover and that.
I would take the standard cover and put it on the page so you see it when you scroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely put that on there. Because the thumbnail, that's just so small. I'd put it on underneath Aaron's or underneath the 10 pages or somewhere on the page. I'd show it.
Yeah, either with or without. Actually, without the trade dress, so you can see
just
the moons
without
and
the
everything.
trade dress. Yeah,
Nice.
just so people can see it bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
All nighter. So is that? Yeah.
So this one, okay. So to those who backed early, they would have seen that within the first 30 days, I had a black and white. It was called the part-time version, and it was the black and white line art edition. And so what I did was I removed just that perk away from once we moved into the second 30. And so this is the only way you're going to be able to get this get that comic is to back here. And so you get all three variants plus the two metal prints and the stretch goals. And it's all just in one bundle for $100. Again.
That's cool. Deal. Very nice.
And also, in that black and white line art edition is, it's not going to feature any lettering, so folks can actually see every stroke of Luke's pen.
Is Luke a traditional artist or digital?
He's digital.
Okay, cool.
He's pretty darn good, I think.
All right, let's hit refresh real quick. All right, so we got you a little closer. $33.97, $103 away. You like that math?
That's pretty good, Andy.
Fantastic.
Especially for you. Or should I say excellent?
Excellent, Bill and
excellent to each other. I thought you would call us Bill and Ted. Isn't that right, San Dimas?
Yes. Who's Bill and who's Ted, though? I'm Mike Myers. So
yeah, you're the actor.
Oh my gosh.
I'll take
You're
it.
Amanda Plummer.
That was a good movie.
That was a great movie.
Married an axe murderer.
Stephen Wright? Yeah, you bet. So yeah, picked up 3 backers.
Very nice. Cool. Very cool.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Well, let's see. So Randy does the tallies. 4 backers for Mark, 3 for Justin. Nice. Yeah. Very good.
That DNA bump kicked in today.
That DNA bump.
Very nice.
That's right.
DNA, I love it. Very cool.
Very cool. Well, that's awesome. Now I'm curious. Let's see. Just because I said share tab, I bet, yes, I'm going to have to stop sharing the screen and reshare it because I really hate this new thing StreamYard did with sharing the screen. It's a pain in the butt. Because, guys, there's always Kor-Drath the Reckoning. That's right. This episode of the Dennis and Andy Show is brought to you by Kor-Drath the Reckoning. He will come to your house and give you a haircut so close you might not have a head when it's all said and done with. Because that's a pretty big axe to cut your hair with.
But you won't have to worry about shaving.
That's right. Kor-Drath, 76 pages of barbarian ball-busting action and adventure. Kor-Drath's tribe, the Red Lion tribe, is slaughtered while him and Adriana are out on a little quest for his tribe. And they come back and see the ramifications of the slaughtering, and now they have to find out why. Why would somebody want to slaughter his tribe? And now Kor-Drath and Adriana set out to find out who did it, why they did it. Heads will roll. It is a gory book, and you will love that, guaranteed. 5 different covers to choose from, 2 different t-shirts, a beanie, like everybody's doing. You can read the first 8 pages right here or go to Kor-Drath.com to read them and see them a little bit larger and see other stuff that we couldn't fit on the campaign page. There is a role-playing game module that Dennis is writing for it, so you can read the book and play the game. And guys, this campaign is on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. We're adding the totals, and we have broke 80,000, which means everybody now, I'm going to scroll a little fast, nobody get motion sick. Everybody now gets 4 stretch goals unlocked. The Kor-Drath character card 7x10 with his stats on the back so you can play them. The Adriana character card, her stats. The Shattered Reach map, because everybody wants to know where this tale takes place. And just unlocked the Lilith playable character card. The 90,000 stretch goal will be announced next week. Guys, go check out Kor-Drath, The Reckoning today, as well as Koni Waves and Chrome Dog. We've got so many great books. CG is just putting out the business, if you will. So go check out this stuff, guys. And you fine gentlemen, what else is happening with you guys? Anybody seen any good movies lately?
I saw
Not,
something.
it doesn't have to be at the theater. It could be at home. Netflix, Prime.
The last thing I saw Quantum Mania. I fell asleep in the theater.
I hear you. But here's the question. What part?
Yes.
Oh man, it was early on. My son kept waking me up, and finally, the last time he woke me up, it was like, "Dad, this is the ending. You might want to watch it." And I had zero interest in the movie. I usually love Paul Rudd, but man, I couldn't get into this one.
I was wondering if it was the same spot Andy fell asleep to, Mr. Snorlot over there.
I dozed off for a little bit, for about 15 minutes. But I saw what I missed, and it wasn't much. So
yeah, like once they got into the quantum realm, I just lost interest in the movie, which was early on. So
yeah, the whole movie was there, man.
Yeah. The best part of the Ant-Man movies was Michael Pena, and he wasn't even in this one.
Correct.
I know.
Correct. They kind of went straight with the first 2 movies. The first one was very unique. It's a theft movie. It's great. It's a heist movie in the Marvel universe. They did a great job with it. Second one, still solid, but this one, just pure standard Marvel formula, and it was like, okay, there we go. There's been a lot better.
What about you, Justin?
So, Puss in Boots. We went and watched it at the movie theater, and that movie is the best. Like, I have to say, it is the best Shrek verse movie I've seen, because unless I missed it, it didn't have all the innuendo in it. It had maybe a little, but it was very, like, we're saying, like, extremely tame. But I was also pleased to see actual character development of characters that I hadn't seen before. I'm glad that they didn't bring in a whole bunch of other, like do a whole bunch of little cameos here and there. But I think the best part about that movie was it taught a moral lesson, which I think is missing in movies nowadays.
Did you learn from it?
It was great. I actually thought it was absolutely wonderful. I probably enjoyed that movie as much as I did the original Shrek.
I liked it better, to be honest.
Really?
Because I mean, I don't like the sophomoric humor. I'm sorry. You can call me a prude if you want, but I think Shrek could have been, if they toned that down a little bit, I would have, you can be funny without being so, like.
Yeah,
anyway.
It was a great movie, and it's good for the whole family.
Real quick, Jimmy Reyes has his closeout tonight for Dragon Rage, so stay tuned for his channel for when he does that.
Oh, nice.
And there's the links for his as well. So go check that out.
That was good, too. Jimmy. That's another good one.
I have not seen Puss in Boots. I think HBO Max. Is that what it's on? I think. It's on one of the...
It's on one of my...
It's on one of the streaming ones. I'm pretty sure it's HBO Max, so maybe I'll have to give it a shot. Now, he said it was good, but he also likes the Packers, so I really don't listen to him much.
Of course, I also thought the menu was fantastic, and he didn't even watch it, so,
What are you talking? I did too.
Watching it, yeah.
What did you say was fantastic? The menu?
No.
I already got rid of HBO Max before that came out.
We just did our review, so for those of you tuning in, we are just going to be popping up our review for Beast, the Idris Elba movie where he goes one-on-one with a lion. and we won't tell you who wins.
I tell you though, if you have Amazon Prime, that's where you can watch it. If you like Idris Elba and you like lions and stuff, I think you'll like it. It's a fun movie. It's like Jaws but with a lion. So,
Well, if we're talking about Amazon Prime, I think think what you will, but I really liked The Samaritan. I thought that was a really good.
Oh, I like The Samaritan. Yep. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yep, we liked it. Tomorrow we're on our way to go see Shazam. And then we'll be reviewing that one. Yeah. So crossing my fingers.
Man, if I love Shazam, right? The first one was fantastic. Okay, but then I watched Black Adam, and I'm like, come on, DC. What is this?
Yeah, but Black Adam's not going to be in canon, so it doesn't matter.
It's Shazam. You like the first Shazam movie?
I did very much. Like I love it. It's the best.
And I've got a feeling it's going to have the same light-hearted fun, and with Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren, I've got actually high hopes for this, far more than I do with Ezra Miller's Flash movie coming out.
And the thing with Shazam is too, I'll be honest, if I saw a trailer for a movie and it was like, oh look, the villains are two women, not even like somebody that's threatening, usually I'd be like, nah, but I mean, they cast good actresses for it. And that's what's important,
True.
And they're actresses people like, so,
I mean, my problem with Black Adam is that they had opportunity. They ended it. Like there was a good ending and then they kept going. And I'm like, okay. And then there was a possibly good ending, and then they kept going. I'm like, why am I still here watching this? I felt like Matthew Broderick there at the end of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. After the end credit scene, you're like, what are you still doing here? Go home. I felt like I should be going home now instead of watching.
But you got to love Pierce Brosnan every time he was on screen. Helmet went off.
Yes.
Helmet went on. Helmet went off. That literally was the highlight of that movie, and it was cool every time he did it. What can you say?
I mean, but the thing about Atom Smasher, I thought Adam would get small too, but they kept making him big, and he was like big and dumb, and I'm gonna fall into stuff and destroy places. It's like,
oh wait, does Atom Smasher get small in the I have no idea.
I thought he was the Atom, right? So the Atom, he probably does.
I honestly,
they're different.
Not. I don't know. I'm not a.
No, he doesn't shrink. He just gets big.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, if it shows what I know, I was always a Marvel
up
zombie
in autumn.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind them. They were obviously trying to do their Peter Parker. So, I actually liked. God, I'm forgetting her name. Whirlwind, whatever that chick was. I thought she was good. Good actress. I love the guy that
they
played
didn't do enough with her.
Yeah, I love the guy that played Hawkman all the way back from Leverage.
Yeah.
So
that was fun. Like so people talk about race swapping characters. I actually didn't mind that in that because he owned the role. Like it was.
Right.
Yes,
it didn't matter that he was, he was like, I'm Hawkman. It's like, awesome. Let's see more of it, And so, I was totally there for that. But some of the action was so over the top. It felt like 2012. The movie 2012. It's like, you lost me halfway through the movie because I'm like, there's no way that this catastrophic stuff is going to keep happening to these same people. Same with Cloverfield. I know I'm probably crapping on everybody's, harshing on all their fun, but I'm just telling you, man, it's like, and I don't like to be that guy, but I can only suspend disbelief so far, and they just took it way too far.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I hear you. Well, if you have Amazon Prime, go check out Beast and let me know what you think of that. So
I definitely want to check it out.
I thought it was pretty good. Mark, how old's your son?
It's going to be 13 next month.
Oh, he can watch Beast, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I tell you, we'll leave it on this. Cocaine Bear. Good movie. Go see Cocaine Bear.
Now, understand when Andy says that, it is a fun movie as long as you go into it with really, really low Elizabeth Banks expectations, like Charlie's Angels expectations.
No, get out of here. Charlie's
listen to
Angels
me.
was awful.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. If you go into the movie with those expectations, you will have a fun time in this movie. If you're going into this going, dude, this is going to be a good movie, you won't enjoy it nearly as much. Think of it like the last Fantastic Four movie. Lowered expectations.
Yeah, but now you're really making it sound like a shit movie.
As long as you have low expectations, it's a fun movie. And we had a blast. We laughed. Actually, the entire theater did. But it is not a phenomenal movie, but it's fun as long as you treat it as such.
And it's gory. So they don't hold back with the bear killing people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was more gore in that than most of the slasher films.
See, I knew this was going to happen. Look at this. Dennis just convinced me not to see it. That was the worst pitch.
It wasn't a pitch. I am being honest.
But we do movie reviews once a week. Do you remember what you rated that movie? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I do.
What was it?
It was a 7.
Okay, that's a pretty damn good rating.
It
but
was
you're
fun.
literally making it sound like a shitty movie.
And again, but I said that. I enjoyed it because it was Elizabeth Banks, and I said it's going to be a crap movie, and it was fun for it. So you know what? Cocaine Bear, cocaine beer.
Fine. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I want to thank, of course, Justin and Mark for joining us. Sincerely hope on replays and stuff, this gives you guys some boost to the campaigns, and it was fun hanging out and stuff. So hope it was as good for you guys. I need a cigarette. I'm tired. Just make me a sandwich.
Oh, I'm going to PB&J you just like that.
Oh, gross. Your wife told me what it means when you PB&J her. Ew, I don't want that done.
You know, there's a reason why, Andy, we are never going to be rated PG.
PG, parental guidance, not recommended. All right, guys, we'll be back next Wednesday. We'll have another guest or two then, and we'll announce that later. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining. Thank you for all your support on our campaigns and backing us. It's because of you guys backing and showing your support that allow all of us to bring you the books.
And 3 great campaigns we're showing today. Hopefully you get a chance to back them all.
That's right. So until next time, bye-bye, everybody.
Live long and prosper.
See.
Retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution!